Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of No Quest for the Wicked. Gentlemen, I have two a little more laid back questions for you today. First and foremost, are you ready to rock?
Yeah, I think so. I like it. We're chill.
Yeah, more importantly, are you ready to roll?
Hey man, if you want to roll, I'm down.
Yeah, we're just rolling with our pals.
Yeah.
We are going to do a quick little recap before we get into it. You guys successfully completed your first quote-unquote mission. I mean, I guess technically you didn't, but you did.
We were incredible.
Your first mission was to locate the, orb.
We did a side mission, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you did the side mission in order to get information on the orb.
Exactly.
So roundabout way you did it. Anyway, you are currently investigating the mysterious circumstances of your arrival on Dura Sancta, the sort of flash-forward prophecy you saw of the world's ending in a pretty catastrophic way. You were hired by a group of relic hunters to locate a book that ended up being a demon-possessed grimoire that belonged in the Abyss, but because someone used it incorrectly, had tethered a human soul to it, and she, the demon who owned the book, got tethered to Dura Sancta. You were able to grab the book and release the spirit, binding the demon back to her book, allowing her to return to the Abyss. During that ritual, you were able to talk to the human, Darwin Glass, who was bound to the book, who was stuck in the Abyss for a prolonged period of time. During that time, he sort of was changed a little based on reputation that you knew of him, and you learned that there is some dealings going on Dura Sancta that is putting everybody at risk, and Darwin Glass was attempting to fix that. You also know that the porcelings somehow are able to communicate with you, but when the porceling was trying to answer your questions, you seem to ask questions that got them in some trouble as they were yanked into the sky and through solid jade and stone and disappeared.
So we did two successful things. We took out this porcelain.
Yeah.
We did it.
But you were able to safely get rid of the book off of Dura Sancta, not before signing your names in it.
Yeah. Whoopsies.
Yeah, where's my cool power?
I don't know, man.
Where is it?
Coming, I guess. Once Root left with the book, you guys returned back in. You were also warned to not go to the bazaar for a while due to your scuffle with the the copper cutlasses. And
Wait,
when
they leveled up? They're gold now?
Yeah, man.
Shit.
When you return back to the city, there's a new... One of the buildings that was getting constructed in sort of the downtown area has been revealed as a nightclub known as the Sound Cave, and there was a DJ playing on stage calling himself, by Flitwick stage name, DJ Flutterboy.
That's currently happening. It's not just a poster for them.
Oh yeah, no, that's happening right now.
I'm pulling out my gun and I'm stumbling towards them.
Hey, Flip,
Vlyn, it's a crime. Vlyn, it's a crime happening right in front of your eyes.
Arms, dude, put the gun away.
We're concerned citizens. We uphold the law.
No, we are not.
We've been deputized.
Police. I know we just did a big thing. I know adrenaline is high.
We did a lot of not killing down below, and now we need...
No, bud.
Vlyn.
Chill. Okay.
Vlyn, it's a crime.
It's not a crime.
There is a crowd here, so if you are pulling out your gun and arguing about killing a man, there is going to be panic.
I assume we're away from them enough that, this is a little scuffle. This isn't me holding a gun and pointing it. It's a flit. He's doing a flit. He's reacting, and Vlyn is there to calm him down.
And luckily, it looks like a DJ thing, right?
Yeah,
so
it also is just
gun right
a
away.
set of decks.
Hey, Flit. Okay, I get this. That is your identity being
crime.
Stolen. And we can probably let's file a complaint.
I pull out my phone. I call Lacey.
No, okay.
Lacey's phone goes to voicemail.
Lacey, there's been a crime.
Lacey,
my IP has been stolen. I'm being impersonated. Copyright, slander, defamation, because his music is not in any way representative of my talents. Stop him. I hang up.
Flit,
That's me, or it should be.
I know, but we're actually a little bit shit out of luck, because we're gonna need a lawyer, and we don't have any money to pay one.
And whose fault is that?
Is it mine? You're insinuating that it's mine, and I don't really understand why.
Vlyn, this is terrible. How can people just get away with things like this?
You hear on the stage the DJ yell,
"I can do whatever I want!"
And then fireworks start exploding and everyone's losing their mind.
I start pulling out my gun again.
Hey. Look, we've had a big day. There's nothing we can do about it right now. These people are having a good time. We can't ruin it all in this moment, all right?
And that is true. Everyone is vibing hard. Everyone's like so into it. Even like people that like you would imagine wouldn't be. Like there are people who are like quite old here. There are people who are like in like business suits here. Like there are people who it seems like anyone who's come across this has been like just so into it.
I'm pointing at the person nearest me like, stop it! Stop!
The business guy like turns around and looks at you. He's got like his tie loosened. His shirts have been unbuttoned a bit.
I start trying to tie his tie up.
He's got his arm around his like other colleague, and she's got sort of like she's let her hair down, and they're just fucking like vibe, and they're like, dude, this is incredible. This is exactly what Durasancta need. It's been so like, oh, let's build houses, let's build plumbing, let's build electrical, things. This is what we need. We need fun. This is fucking fun.
Meanwhile, a camera from the stage points over at the two colleagues with their arms around each other, and they go, one drops to the ground, and the other's just like, oh no. It's Durasancta's first scandal. Second, I guess, after the money.
And you see, like everyone is just vibing so hard to these beats being put down.
Vlyn looks down. It's not his kind of music, but he looks down and he's tapping his foot, and he tries to stop
I
before
stamp on your foot.
No, okay, I'm sorry.
This is a crime, and you shall not enjoy it.
Okay, I know.
I know you're equally as upset as I am. You're just...
Cool. I am. I know I am. Hey.
Hide it better. And I am proud of your restraint. And I'm proud of you for telling me to wait until there are less witnesses. Thank you.
That's not what I meant, but I'm glad you're at least thinking about what I said.
On the screen, or on the stage, you hear the DJ go,
uh-oh, guys, it looks like we've got a party pooper.
And then the camera focuses on you, Flit. You just look so mad and you're not dancing. And everyone turns around and starts booing you.
Oh, no. I'm gonna just like, I'm starting to be, sorry, we had a bad day. He lost his cat. We're gonna go find the cat.
A group of crazy dressed, young women make their way out through the crowd, and they grab your hand and try to like lead you in and like dance you into the crowd. Flit.
I am holding on to him with all my might. This is a terrible idea.
Yes, bring me to him.
No, this is bad.
Bring me to him.
We're looking. We have to go meet a friend. We've got a dinner reservation.
Boy.
No,
it's me.
Yeah, see, he's so into it. He's not upset. He's just so madly into it.
Look up DJ Flutterboy on SpaceTube. You'll find me.
The crowd begins sort of like encompassing you. They begin sort of like engulfing you so that you're kind of like in the middle of all of it. Once you're sort of like in the crowd, the women kind of like disappear back into like, they seem to be like the hype girls that are like part of this, whatever this is.
My God, we're holding merch.
Someone put a t-shirt on me like, how? Yeah. How? I'm trying to tear it off. I'm so angry. I'm weak.
What would you like to do? You're currently in the middle of this crowd watching this performance now.
I want a perception because I feel like I'm immobilized by the press and I'm like impotent with rage. And I just want to I'm just frantically looking around because this doesn't make sense to me. This guy just comes out of nowhere to this planet that I'm on with my name doing my thing. It feels personal. I've taken it personally.
Flit, what if this is another test by your father?
Doesn't make sense.
Does it?
I don't know. That's a 16.
What are you looking for? Specifically, what are you trying to discern here?
I just want to see if anything ties it to me in some way. Because again, it feels personal and it doesn't feel like Flit is very self-obsessed, so it's probably always going to feel personal, but some part of him, it's this has to be on purpose. Do I recognize the guy? Do I recognize a symbol on his gear? Do I see someone in the crowd that meant me ill
Okay. You don't know, when you look at this dude, you have no idea who he is. Mm-hmm. Nothing seems familiar. You haven't heard this music before. It is objectively good music.
No, it's not.
No, it is. I'm sorry.
That's me yelling to my own brain.
It's not like your music. Mm-hmm. But it's more mainstream. It's more sort of just typical dance music, techno EDM kind of stuff. But when you're kind of looking around, you get this whiff of a really, really nice scent, like vanilla and bergamot with a hint of campfire. And beside you, you hear a woman's voice go, "This is so lame." And you look beside you and it's Cleo Sterling, the daughter of Lionel Sterling.
No. Oh no.
This music, it is lame. It is lame. I knew you had taste. I can smell it on you.
How tall are you, both of you?
I'm pretty tall.
I'm like 4'10".
Okay, you're a little guy.
I think that's the average height for one of these for a Sheeran. Hold on.
You know what? Let me check. I have an idea that I'm pretty tall, but that just could be because they're so skinny. Let me see what their average height is.
I'm Ryan sized. I'm like 5'6". Well, I'm high. Okay, so shorter than I am, but 5'6".
Okay, I'm like 5.5 feet.
We're two smaller bug boys.
Average bug boys.
She towers over you guys. She's standing at maybe 6'2", and she's wearing heels. Like she's huge right now. She is just sort of standing there. She's got her arms crossed, staring sort of emotionless at this stage. And she looks down at you and she says, "I'm so unimpressed."
Thank you. It's terrible. They need a real musician up there. And also, not a criminal.
Criminal?
He stole my name.
Well, now I might be interested.
Not even a cool crime.
I don't know, false identity? That's kind of hot.
You wouldn't steal a car.
I have, actually.
Yeah, no.
You wouldn't steal a purse.
I've done that too.
You wouldn't download the music.
I even do that one. I'm sorry.
I'm downloading all the time, yeah.
But you have money.
Yeah, which makes it more fun to do things I shouldn't, because if I get caught, I just buy my way out of it.
I straightened myself up. I'm like, sorry. Cleo, I believe.
Yeah?
I know your father from my childhood. He knows my father. I know
Oh, me
your
too.
father. Vlyn! She's far funnier than you are.
Okay.
Flitwick Cavendale of the Cavendales.
She looks at you with absolutely no recognition at all. She just stares blankly at you, expecting you to, continue.
Yeah, what does your family do? You still haven't told me.
We've a finger in everything. And a leg in a thing or two more.
Gross.
Yeah, that's a bit gross.
Well, your father has his full arm in most things, I would say.
It also seems gross.
And then he's waist deep in the rest.
Okay, please. Yeah, we can move on to something else. I don't know if you're helping yourself here, pal.
I am going to try to roll diplomacy to talk to her because I want her to think highly of me. And to combat terrible music and boost my own position, I will activate my personal soundtrack, which is my chill vibes. God damn it. Yeah.
What'd you get?
It's a fucking 1. I think it's the first time I've put my soundtrack on. So I'm like, well, hold on. And I'm just trying to find the button.
There's other music playing.
It's so loud, she can't hear you.
I put it on. It's my daily affirmations.
Your affirmations?
You are strong. You're a strong tiger. You can be as cool as Vlyn. You can be as cool as Vlyn if you tried.
I'm helping you trying to turn it off. I'm like, what button do I have to press?
She just looks down at you and just says, whatever, and kind of flicks her hair a little bit and walks off. Flit and Vlyn, could you both give me will saves, please?
Is this a magic?
Is it
God
a
damn
magic?
Well, nothing here is magic, and I'm an anti-magic boy.
Well, I have a 0 to will, but I rolled a 19.
I also rolled a 19. 19 boys.
19 boys.
There is a moment when she walks away and you get another sort of whiff of her perfume or whatever she's wearing. There's a moment where you both are transfixed on her, but then are able to sort of snap out of it.
God.
And not be obligated to watch her leave.
You're triple her age.
I'm married.
Even worse.
I know.
Doubly
worse.
worse.
I wasn't looking.
Smells good, though.
Yeah, I wonder what it is. Can I roll a...
Vanilla and bergamot, you heathen.
No, I feel like it's more specific. Don't you think?
If you want to roll, you could roll a culture.
Like a life science or culture? Culture's better
I think culture's more appropriate here.
Rolled another fucking 19.
16 on the dice plus 8, 24.
I'm doing this so I can get in ahead of him and mock him for not knowing as a 28.
Oh, you bitch.
It's a high society brand. The scent is called Armory.
Armory.
And it's from
Beethoven's 9th Spritzphony.
Absolutely not. It's from a perfumery known as the Crystalline Dragon. And the bottle is like a crystal dragon head. The bottle itself, without product is insanely expensive. Like people collect the bottles because they're kind of like that whiskey, Louis the 13th or 14th or whatever, that like every bottle is
like
unique and handcrafted.
Cool.
It's kind of like that, where it's like every bottle of perfume or cologne that these guys make is a unique work of art made of like a rare crystal.
Yeah, Vlyn very clearly knows what it is, and I just cut him off. I'm like, you wouldn't know. It's high society. It's armory, Vlyn, from the Crystalline Dragon. Each bottle is handcrafted and unique.
Yeah,
you wouldn't know. It's fine.
No.
We'll teach you the finer things in life, Vlyn. You'll get there.
I don't... Okay. I'm just going to go with it. Sure, you're right. I've never seen this before in my life.
You've got a bottle of it at home?
Yeah, my wife is like a diplomat, like my host. Like,
well, then why doesn't she know, Vlyn?
Oh, you're right. We definitely haven't been to any state dinners before.
Don't worry, I'll bring you to a good dinner one day, Vlyn.
Thank you. Thank you, Flit. I heard that you can cook a steak.
Me?
No, they just cook them sometimes. I just eat mine raw. Ha ha ha.
Really? Oh, that's so barbaric, and I love it.
Joke. No,
do you put it with your noodles? Your instant ones?
Yeah, sure.
I could get Portnoy to cook you meat.
What?
You could have...
Actually, that would be nice. That'd be nice.
Well, he may not. I look at you significantly.
On the stage, you hear,
This is just a taste, ladies, gents, everyone outside of in between. We are gonna be here in 3 days to open the Sound Cave for real. You do not want to miss this grand opening. DJ Flutterboy, out.
and he just disappears. And the music like comes to an abrupt stop.
Well, finally, my ears are free of the tyranny of this fool.
Well, we should probably go to that opening, right?
We should make sure it never happens. You're right, Vlyn.
No, that seems like... See, I was going to say we should go...
Maybe when they need an opener, after this man has been defenestrated, it will be me. And technically, the posters won't be a lie because they will be DJ Flutterboy.
You see the crowd starting to like disperse and like just kind of all wander in their own different directions wherever they were coming or from or going to.
Were people like magically swayed by this music? Do I get that impression? Because Niall gets that impression. Okay.
We did have to roll a will save.
We did at some point.
Yeah, but it was clearly to...
Was it clearly? Was it? Was Trixie Dane doing tricksy things? But yeah, I don't think Flit's too angry to think about that. Vlyn, this is more important than anything.
Well, no, the world might end, so that is
we
definitely
probably
more
solved
important.
that.
No, we did not solve that. We still have to find the orb. Once again, we will do something about this, because I do not enjoy that my bud is being
Just imagine if you went home and there was a man in your home parenting your children and he turned to you and said, "My name's Vlyn." Would you enjoy that, Vlyn? That's how I feel. The music is my children.
No, once again, I'm not being...
This man is
cold.
accosting my children.
You're right, but when you want to get payback, Flit, like legitimate payback, it should not be spur of the moment. You got to have information, you have to be concise, and you have to make sure it works. So, we do our research. We go to this event, we figure out more about who this person is, we talk to people inside, we use our connections, the favors that we have already garnished, gained, whatever.
We'll get Roja and his band to shoot him.
Well, that might... No. Okay, once again, death is imminent. You wanted to
could grapple him right out of the building, and then we beat him in the alley.
Okay, I get where this is coming from, and we will do something. I promise.
Okay, I thank you, Vlyn. This has been a terrible way to end a day.
Yeah, you're right. That whole scary interdimensional pyramid and watching a giant cosmic force rip a thing of porcelain through a mountain, definitely not as bad as this.
Well, that wasn't the end of the day, Vlyn. That was the middle.
Well, it was the end of my day because I want to go to bed. So.
But we haven't because of this travesty.
I know.
So
and
you
that's
agree
why I'm
with
saying
me?
we
It's
should
a
go get
terrible way
some
to
rest.
end the day. You're old. You need your sleep. I get that.
I do. I know.
Look, we'll head back to our quarters and we'll reconvene on the morrow and we'll plan how to kill this DJ.
Okay. What? No, I almost agreed. You almost got me. Almost got me.
That's all I heard. I run away.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you guys can take your rest, refill all your stuff, get all your uses and abilities back. Now you can roll your portents.
Oh, yeah.
If there's anything you want to do by yourselves, in the interim, like while you're at home, you can do that. You can let me know. This is going to be a Space Between episode. So this will be an episode where you guys are going to get to chill out and pursue some of the things that you want to. Before you go to bed, Vlyn, there is a knock at your door.
At mine? Okay. At this point, I think like Vlynnigan is like sitting in a big chair, maybe plucking at his guitar a little bit. Like he has a cup of tea, and he's like, "Oh, must be Flit. Who else is going to bother me in the night?" So I get up and I go over to the door, and I think I just open it. I don't even know if I look. I just like, Flit, what can I do for you?
When you open the door, it's actually Lacey's partner, Lyrock. He is this Riforian. He's furry, pointy ears, and he says, hey, sorry to bother you so late at night, but I'm glad I caught you alone, because I got something to show you."
Yeah, please, come on in. I have some tea.
And with him, he's got this like sort of duffel bag situation, and he comes in and he puts it on the table, and he unzips it and he opens it up and he puts it on your table, and it is a cube of some sort. There is a line that runs around sort of the middle of it, like directly in the center, and then a small circle. It looks almost like a chest of some sort. It looks like you could possibly open it, but that is all that's on it. Suspiciously, it is very similar in nature to that orb that you saw in your vision.
Oh,
it's got that sort of like gray, stony texture. And Lyrock says, I feel like you, or I don't want to be rude because I'm sure he's your friend, but the brains of the operation.
I would say more of the empathy, but yeah.
Sure. Anyway, Lacey kind of filled me in on a little bit of what you guys are up to, and you know, to make sure that I help you guys when I can. And the thing that she was describing, what you were looking for, kind of sounded like this, and this got dug up down over by the shape slate, and I figured you are as much of a authority on this stuff as any of us. So here's my pitch. I, as Estrella Security, can kind of fast line this into R&D with some of the companies here. Alternatively, we can hang on to it ourselves. I've poked around on this, and I cannot figure out what it is, or how to open it, or how to activate it. And honestly, I'm not sure. After hearing what the orb thing that you guys all saw did, I don't know if I want to. So here's my pitch to you, Vlynnigan. What do you want to do with this thing?
That's a good question.
So again, if you want to hang on to it, it's yours. I'm washing my hands of it, dust away, and you can figure it out.
It's probably best for us to hang on to it for now until we have a better idea. Mostly because people who have objects related to what's happening with us have been in grave danger. And I don't want a poor scientist to be kidnapped or attacked or murdered over something like this. So I'm already involved. So I already have something they want. So he sort of points on his pick. And maybe the pick will respond to it. Maybe I can figure it out. I have some friends who might know some stuff that could help us, so we don't need to bring it right to the corpse, because they'll start asking questions. And we don't.
Hey, let me tell you, I'm keeping this out of Estrella.
Thank you, Lyrock.
I have leads within a couple of the companies. I have a guy over at Wade. Oswald and I have had a beer or two. I also have a contact at the Mobile Network Biotechnologies.
Okay, well, if I can't make any idea of what's happening here, I'll be in contact again. But I think I'm just gonna check it out, because maybe when we find the orb, maybe this and the orb are some kind of connective piece, and we'll need it back right away. So for now, I think we'll hold on to it.
All right.
I've got a daughter. She's in university. She's doing her PhD in history, so maybe she'll know something. It gives me a reason to call her.
You see him like glaze over for a second. He reaches into his pocket and hands you a sort of like scribbled note with names and contact numbers. One you already have. You already have Oswald's number, but then there's two more names for a scientist at Wade Enterprise and a scientist at Mobile Network Biotechnologies.
Mobile Network Biotechnologies. Thanks, Lark. It means a lot that you're helping us out with all this. We'll brief you, I guess, you guys on what happened today, tomorrow. No need to keep you here any longer. Thank you, I guess.
Yep, whatever. And he turns around and leaves.
What a kind guy.
Can you please roll me a fate check?
Just a raw D20.
Raw D20.
Give it to Dan Raw, man.
16.
All right. Great. You guys go to bed. What would you like to do in the morning?
I invite Flit over for breakfast.
Sure. I get up and I like my normal routine. I put in my contacts to make my eyes seem a little bit less dead. And I put on my makeup like painstakingly just to make it look how I did before, my accident. And then I pat Portnoy on the head and I trundle down the road to Vlyn's.
Hey, bud.
What's on the menu?
We've got some eggs and some toast. And I made some coffee.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're learning to cook food. Well done, Vlyn.
I never said I could. We didn't have groceries on the first day, bud.
You said you had things raw yesterday.
No, that was...
Toast is like cooked bread.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
What?
It makes it better somehow.
Yeah. I have a little jam that I made from home.
What?
From the garden. Yeah. I grew some berries. Made my own jam.
What berries?
It's pixel berries.
Pixel. I love these things. I assume it's called that because when the jam comes out, it looks pixelated.
Yeah, I was gonna say the actual berries look pixelated, but
Amazing.
yeah, the jam also
the
looks
berries are
pixelated.
little cubes.
Yeah, the little cube berries.
While you guys are chatting, you both get a notification on your phone, and it is from Nynx's coffee shop.
Okay.
And it is a payment of 3,000 credits to each of you.
Ooh, they gave us nothing, Vlyn.
That is a lot of money.
They get pennies.
No.
Why did we bother?
How much do you think minimum wage is?
More than this, certainly.
Hey, you cannot ask that question because I have no idea what it would be in Starfinder World.
Let's make Dane spend a couple hours thinking
Dane?
about the economy, the actual economy of his
Honestly,
of his world.
I promise you, there probably is already an answer in the rule book for what an average person makes.
I just looked
It's
up
not a
minimum
lot.
wage Starfinder. Unskilled laborers, 1 credit per hour or 4 per day.
That
yeah,
seems...
that's a little...
Seems bad. Seems like a bad deal. Oh,
Yeah.
You want 1 credit an hour? How about you work 8 hours? We'll give you 4.
So you get this payment from Nynx's coffee shop. There just says there's like a little note attached. It just says services rendered.
Well, I guess now I have something. Do you think this renders void the lesson Papa was teaching me? Should I earn this money?
No, not at all. I would use it. You need it to survive.
That's true. That's very true. Okay, well, should we do a little boys shopping trip?
I think we should.
Not to the bazaar because we'll be shanked, but
Yeah, no, to like the mall.
to the mall.
To the mall.
To the mall. I jump in the air, freeze frame.
Okay, yeah, you guys head over to Century Vista after breakfast to do a little bit of shopping. As you guys walk in, you get the sort of like robot comes over, gives you your boots and your glasses, so you can safely traverse the mall however you want. Ryan, where's the first place you want to go? What are you looking to pick up?
I'm getting a personal upgrade. I have a feeling
Okay.
Niall might be too. Are you, Niall?
I am.
What?
There is a store. What should the store be called that sells personal upgrades?
You can always be better.
Okay.
Well, wait, that's not horror themed though.
Sorry.
And it's just known as You Can.
Yeah.
As like, that's what most people say. Like, no one says the full name.
Oh yeah, and the mascot's a toucan. But
Yeah, the
instead
You
of a
Can
toucan.
Toucan. There's a guy outside in like a big toucan suit, just like twirling a sign, just going fucking absolutely ham.
Well, I assume if he's like advertising personal upgrades, he probably has like the top Dex one. So that sign is like just going fucking crazy.
It's fucked because he does have to return it at the end of his shift.
Yeah, that must be awful, right? It's like you get a taste of what it would be like to be +6 Dex. Damn. Vlyn, we could just mug this toucan and then we'll save money.
No, we're talking. Remember, I mentioned a thing called minimum wage. It's probably what that guy is making.
I hope he's not working a full day.
Hey, he's got 4 credits coming his way. He's really excited. Yeah, you walk into this store and it's like this stark white, rounded plastic. There's little cases for the various different upgrades. The counter where you buy things is like in the center of the store, and it's sort of like a 360 display of all the various different upgrades and like augments. There's like robotic eyes. There's like a thing for your like vocal cord, whole like front plate for your vocal cords. There's ears. There's all sorts of like various biotechnology, magical technology, and you head up to what looks to be the more commonly accessed place. It's kind of like right in front of the counter of the various personal upgrades, and a small woman who looks to be some sort of like bug race she drags the stool over, plops it down, and hops up on it, and she goes, "Two strapping young men looking to make themselves a little more strapping."
Well, one young and one, but both strapping, I agree.
Her mandibles like with excitement as she sees you.
Well, Vlyn?
She's also wearing a wig.
Do you have ones to make people young and fresh?
I'm okay. Yeah, we're here to pick up a couple things.
Oh, well, can I introduce myself as a couple of things? And she puts her her arms on the counter and like...
You are so charming.
I'll have to warn you, he's quite fertile.
Anyway,
she says, "And so am I." And she like cracks open her carapace, and you just see a shit ton of eggs inside of her. And then she like closes it back up.
I can leave you two alone, Vlyn.
We're here for personal upgrades. There's also a graph I'd like to pick up.
Oh, yes, of course. What one has your eye? And she sort of like waves her hand over the counter, and the glass that's like protecting all of them kind of like light up and give you sort of like the stats and all the information about each one.
Which one do you have your eye on, Vlyn?
I'm going to take a Mark 1 magic-based strength upgrade.
But Vlyn, you're already so buff. I love it.
Well, I gotta punch harder, bud.
I hear you.
She says, "An excellent choice for the strong gentleman over here." And she reaches in and she grabs one of the chips. And you see when she takes the chip out of the glass, it almost duplicates. So the display still stays there. And she picks it up and puts it in like a little box and slides it forward to you.
Thank you. I'm also, for myself, can I please pick up an Eternal Hope graph, please?
Oh, interesting. That's not a commonly used one. 1 second, please. And you see she turns around. She goes, "Marcus, get the graft! The graft!" And there's a giant, I believe they're called Brackham. They're like these long sort of gangly dudes. And he turns around and goes, "Yeah, what won? What won?"
Eternal Hope.
And she just says, the graft. And he's like, "What won?" And this happens for like a good 2 minutes before
I'll go over and help him find it, miss.
Yeah.
You can serve my friend here in the meantime.
Vlyn, it's their job.
The Brackham rips off his arm and throws it up towards the top shelf, and it scurries over, grabs the graph that you want, which is, again, it's so far up that it's very obviously not a very popular one, and then it drops it down. The Brackham catches it, once again, walks over, puts it in one of those little boxes, and hands it to you.
Yeah, I've always admired how happy gnomes can be. So this is something gnome-like. It's going to help me be brave and help me make less mistakes. It gives me a +2 against fear effects. Once a day, if I fumble, I can reroll it.
As you're saying this, I'm grateful as the both GM and as someone who doesn't know what this is for this information. The Brackham looks at you and goes, "Yeah, man," and walks away.
You could probably use some Eternal Hope.
Vlyn, he's getting 4 credits a day. Leave him alone.
I'm sorry.
The little bug lady turns her attention to you, Flit, and says, "And what can I get you?"
I was killed almost yesterday, and I think I need to be more spry. I notice you have quite a fetch little anklet here, and it seems to say it makes me quicker.
Yes, if that's what you
that
want.
One, I think it would look great on my little ankles.
She reaches in, grabs the dexterity anklet, and puts it in a box and hands it over to you.
Wait, hold. Before, what do you think, Vlyn? Will it look fetch?
Excuse me?
Will it look fetch upon me, on my person?
Well, it is a circle, so yeah, it would be good for fetch.
Vlyn, this isn't the time for jokes. It's time to shop.
I don't know what you mean. Oh,
does it look
fetch. One of my daughters, Addie, she's a fashion blog, so I should know what that means.
So she's the cool one, the cool child.
Yeah, we got pretty well with the name. So her full name is Adamantine.
Ooh.
But she goes by Addie.
Definitely better than Mantine.
She tried that one. Didn't go as well. Yeah.
Did the other kids call her Mantime?
Yeah.
Oh, I subscribe to that one.
What's your name?
I frantically look around because I haven't.
Do you know Big Tone?
You created this character and you didn't think we were going to need a name? You should have been.
I know. The hubris of every time I make a character. She leans forward and she sort of like twirls her wig hair in her finger and she says, "I'm Spencer."
Spencer. Oh, delightful. Well, Spencer, I'm going to spend credits on this, and we appreciate your help.
She says, "And I appreciate your patronage." And she heads over. She brings her little tablet over and rings you guys up.
It's sad seeing my money go be half the money I had, when usually it just said, you have more of infinite.
Yeah, once again, I don't know what your dad does. I don't know if anyone has infinite money.
It's not infinite, but it's, infinite.
Okay.
But I'm learning my lesson. Look at me, paving my own way. I clip my anklet on. Let's go. And I skip into the rest of the shopping center.
Is there anything else you guys want to pick up? I know there's one thing you want to get, Niall.
No, that's it for me. That's most of my goal. I'm just going to pocket the other 300 for fun spending.
As you guys are walking out and walking through the crowd, you see a Patra wearing this like long bright yellow and purple gown, a robe, I guess. It looks like something you would see in a parody of like a cult. Like it's got like a high collar, it's got a little emblem. It's almost skin tight. There's just enough room that they can move without it looking too uncomfortable. And they're sitting at one of those mall kiosks in the center of the atrium, and you see him like sniff. You see his broad, flat nose like flare up, and he begins like looking around. His eyes dilate; they go super, super wide. He is this gray tabby Patra, which is like a cat folk, and his tail begins kind of like lashing, and he begins like scouring out into like the aisles of the mall, and is like looking around, and then locks eyes on you, Flit, and
I'm just trying to like edge around him.
So quickly, just like just runs towards you in like a graceful cat-like way, and it just gives you the weirdest, most uncomfortable huff that anyone's ever done. Like almost like in the nape of your neck, just like
what is it? What is it? I sniff myself.
He looks at you and he goes, "Oh no,
no! What is it, Vlyn? What is it?
Oh no,
no."
Oh, pungent.
No, I'm not. I washed. I bathed this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, he did. No, you're being rude.
Vlyn, sniff me. Am I okay?
Stinky.
No.
I
Stinky.
Vlyn, what's wrong with me? Can you smell it?
Give me a perception check, Vlyn.
Oh, that's not good. 5 on the dice. 12.
Yeah, you don't smell anything.
Yeah, see, I put on the perfumes and I washed and the clothing is new. What do you smell?
Yeah, you smell like there's a fairly sort of like subtle but nice cologne, and
yes,
the clothes smell real nice and clean.
I'll say the cologne's a little stronger than you would want.
Okay, and the Patra just says, "Stinky, stinky." And he grabs you by the wrist, Flit, and drags you over to his stall. And you see that this is a perfumery, a scent-based stall. You see, like almost right away, you see a knockoff of the crystal dragon. Like you see like a bottle, but like it's very obviously just glass, and there's like 9 of the exact same bottles, so you know they're fakes. But he looks at you and he just says, "You are very stingy. You are an affront to the expanded olfactory senses, the nose palate of my people. And for that, I can only assume that you are
offending everybody in this mall."
And as he says that, there's a loudspeaker that amplifies his voice. It's so loud.
I look around and I lean in. I'm like, can you? Are you telling me you can smell it?
He leans in and he says, "The stench of death."
Shut. I put my finger over his mouth. I'm like, I thought I'd done everything. I thought I'd done enough. No one else had said it. Was it just politeness? Please tell me, do you have something that could fix this?
He puts his hands on your shoulder and he says, "Do not worry, for I have an elevated nose palate far beyond those of the average folk.
I also look at Vlyn.
Your secret is safe with me, but if you wish to avoid
Long-term detection.
And he says that again on the loudspeaker.
Stop it, please. I'm trying to find out where the speaker is so I can unplug it.
He says, you perhaps could use one of these. And he presses a button on the stall, and a little platform raises up, and inside there is a small what looks like a vial, but then there are attachments hooked up to it that look like they would be able to be placed on you.
Okay, but I refuse to be a stinky boy. I will take it.
An excellent choice. No longer will you be
Stinky.
I'm going to try to find this. Damn it, that's a 15 perception to find this loudspeaker.
It seems like it's coming from him, but there's no technological component. You don't see an actual loudspeaker.
I'm just pelting credits at his chest. Just take them. Just take them, please.
He says, a wise purchase. And he takes your credits and hands you this little vial.
Okay, thank you. Does it attach onto me?
Yeah, it's you sort of put it somewhere. You can put it wherever you want, completely, hidden if you would like to. And then there's little tubes that sort of stick in and attach. And then you see the vial beginning to sort of not drain, but undulate.
Agitate. Yeah. Yeah, I reach up my shirt and stick it almost like where Iron Man has his thing.
Yeah.
This is what you're powered by now.
Thank God, Vlyn. Crisis averted.
Now, do you want to talk about, before we move on, what the thing you just bought is?
Yeah, so it is a sweet smell gland. It causes you to emit subtle pheromones that lead creatures that can smell you to view you in a more positive light, and you gain a +2 to diplomacy.
Nice.
And a +2 to survival checks to handle animal, and it increases to +3 if someone has blind sense or blind sight scent.
But so you were smelly? Why?
Vlyn, come
really
on.
Here.
You of all people have noticed, I'm sure. You saw my eyes and you saw my face without the makeup yesterday. You've been around me. You've sniffed me, I'm sure.
No, look, bud, it's fine. Whatever you got going on, I don't care.
Fine. I'm an abomination. I'm a stinky, rotting mess. I look foul. I smell foul. I'm sure I taste foul, but no one has even gotten the chance to taste me, nor would they want to, based on my foulness.
Look,
I'm surprised you can even put up to be in the same room as me.
What do you mean? You're my best bud.
I'm a stinky mess.
You're not a stinky mess.
I look like a horror.
No, you don't. Bud,
Well, that's not what everybody else is saying.
Who's everybody else?
Everyone.
No one has said anything.
No one you know.
Look, I'm not one to dig into people's pasts, so I don't know what you got going on, nor do I care until you tell me. So if there's anything I can do to help, I'm here to help. But it's fine, Bud. You're my, we're pals.
Is there anything else you need to buy in here in the mall?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Frankenburger and get myself a snack.
Okay, well, would you care to have the snack outside with me on one of the benches outside of the shopping center?
I would like that very much.
Away from ears, and I will tell you.
Okay. Do you want a snack?
I want the headless meatballs, please.
Headless meatballs? Yeah, of course, bud. I gotcha.
And I'll have the garlic steak fries.
Okay.
Steak like STAKE, not steak the meat, in case anyone listening was confused.
I had a feeling, yeah.
Hello, Space Jam Dane here to do the things. We're going to keep it real quick. First and foremost, we hope you're enjoying this week's episode. Second, we just want to thank you guys for participating in all of our votes and making Frontiers a wonderful and interesting experience for me to run. We are just finishing the most recent set of votes. The sort of results of those will be announced shortly, and you'll see the effects in the game soon as well. Second, we have some really big news that is going to affect the show in a positive way. We hope, we assume. We can't say too much right now, but I will say maybe keep a slot open at 10:30 EST on September 26th, which is a Friday. We're going to be doing something cool, and it's going to involve live streaming a game for the first time. We will be live on a channel doing a Frontiers adjacent adventure. So it will be Flit, it will be Vlynnigan. I don't know right now whether it's going to be canon or not. It will depend on kind of what happens, but it will kind of take place in sort of the space between like now and the next arc. That's all I can really say now, but hopefully we will have more information very, very, very soon, and we will fill you in on all those juicy details. Also, if you are looking to support the show and you're not sure ways to do it, you can head on over to our Patreon and get a whole slew of benefits depending on what tier you're participating in. Every tier gets the 10-minute rest, which is a 10-minute sort of wrap-up episode, behind-the-scenes episode, where we talk about the most recent episode. We do a lot of peek behind the curtains in terms of the random roll charts. So once I can reveal information about like what the boys roll on their fate checks, I will sort of tell the boys what they rolled and what the prompt was. And if it was submitted by one of you, I'll reveal who submitted it as well. Also, you get access to the council votes, which is a whole other level of voting. It's kind of a sort of macro zoom out version of the Discord citizen votes. You get things like ad-free episodes, which I will be finally uploading all of the ones current, probably by the time this comes out. And at the highest tier, you get access to our Grey Watch series, which is a full video actual play. We play Monster of the Week, which is a sort of a Buffy the Vampire Slayer, supernatural angel kind of monster of the week, I guess is pretty obvious based on the name. And it's been a blast. The Session 0 and the first episode is already out. We're going to be releasing once a month. So there's lots of content just waiting for you over there. Also, if you're a lore nerd like me, there's also a bunch of Casamal primers, which is just kind of a deep dive on the planets within the system that I wrote for season 1. Those are still available to everyone as well. That's going to do it for us this week. We will see you in 2 weeks' time. We hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. And in the meantime, please be safe and be kind. You go grab your burgers. The guy comes wandering over. He's got like a fake Igor hump on. Serves you your burgers and your meatballs and your steak fries. And you go sit outside in the sort of like courtyard of Century Vista, which is quite nice. There's like a fountain and plenty of outdoor seating here.
So I can't remember what I told you, but when we were all talking about the various things that happened to us, I died. And I came back, but I came back not like I am. And I like lean towards Vlynnigan and like whisper, I'm a Borai. I'm not a Decimar Omega anymore. I'm an undead. And like cringe as I say it.
Okay, you can continue.
I'm a travesty.
You're not a travesty.
It's what my father said, and I agree. He's right about things. So I'm a stain upon the family, which I get, I understand. I did things wrong. I messed up somehow. But now that I'm the number one boy, now that I have to step up and lead, I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. So that's why I'm here. We have an ancestor, and they're famed for, they found the planet, and they colonized it, and they put their mark on the history books. And I knew, like, I've gone so far down in everyone's estimation, and I wasn't like my siblings. I wasn't trained to be a commander or to know the finances or even in the art of warfare. But I'm trying, and now I think if I can prove, I'll do the same. I'll colonize this planet. I'll find and own and run this planet, and then I'll be just like our famous ancestor, and my family they'll overlook this. I'll get better makeup. Now I smell good. That's step one, maybe. And then no one will mind. And I can be me, but better me, because I'll be what I always wanted, what I never thought I could be. I'll be in charge. I'll be the number one boy.
I can't speak to your family situation. So I don't know what
you're a father.
Or your family have been through. I am. So
what
I can tell you is that I'm going to support my kids no matter what happens. If any of my kids came back a Borai, it wouldn't change anything. And at no point have my kids had to prove themselves to me. But everyone does stuff differently.
My father says it's because he cares so much. So maybe you don't care enough about your children.
I have a feeling that's not true. But maybe we just have different parenting styles, we'll call it. But, Bud, you're living. Like, I don't know what you think you are now, but you're living. Think about the last couple days. We had so much fun. We ate. We adventured. We solved a mystery. We helped people. We did a big thing yesterday. You're already doing things that you set out to do, and you were capable of that the whole time. We don't need to conquer the planet or do anything to prove anything to anybody. But obviously, if there are things that you think you need to have done, as your friend, I'm going to help.
Well, I think once I can just prove to Papa, and I think he's already listening because he's taking part. He took the money away so that it's real. You know what I mean? My ancestor didn't have an unlimited bank account. I think he's trying to help. And he's never tried to help before. Ever. You mentioned yesterday that maybe this was the DJ thing was also him. I don't think he knows that I DJ. I tried to tell him, and the email remains unread, and the next 7 also. So maybe he opened them. I should check when we get home.
Yeah, bud. Maybe he did open them.
Maybe he finally opened. Maybe he missed me, and maybe you're right. Maybe he does know about me, and this is like his way of poking fun, like he used to when I had like a favorite horse, and he would sell it, and it was like an inside joke, I think.
I like put my hand on your knee, and I'm just like, I just give a little pat, and I'm like, if you ever need to talk about anything, Flitwick, I'm here, okay?
Thank you. You're the only person I've told about this. Apart from Portnoy, of course.
And I thank you for being honest with me.
My mother, my father, Portnoy, the doctors, and you.
While you guys are having this moment, you look up and you see a familiar yellow jacket storming towards you, and it's Savvy. She's got a black eye. She's obviously favoring her ribs a little bit, and she's like beelining across the courtyard directly at you.
Which one is this one again?
I believe her name is No. Didn't you beat her unconscious, Vlyn?
Oh, shit.
This is the relic hunter that you uppercutted in midair.
There's a lot of moving parts.
Does she look happy, Vlyn?
I don't think she looks happy.
Friend!
She gets you and she says, "Hey, dickwads." She reaches into her coat, pulls out an envelope, hands it to you, and it gives you a pretty playful punch, Vlyn, but like obviously a little harder. Like it stings. And she says, "Hell of a fucking uppercut, old man."
That's what I said.
Thank you.
And then she turns around and leaves.
Are we friends, Savvy?
I don't think we're friends.
She holds up middle finger.
Yeah, I was.
And she like just she doesn't turn around. She just like lifts a middle finger up from behind and just keeps going.
I'll pull out my t-shirt and like sniff. I'm like, is it not working? Did I drive her off?
I think my fists did. Also, that time you called her No.
She called herself No.
Yeah, but you are a bit of an ass. You're a bit of an ass.
Oh, Vlyn, are you emulating my cadence?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Ooh, don't do it again. It's offensive.
Okay.
Now, Vlyn, is this another bill?
I hope not, as I open the letter.
Inside, there is just a simple message that says, "Meet us tomorrow. We have information."
Good.
Couldn't you have just said that to us?
Yeah, but it's better to have stuff in writing. Makes it feel more secretive.
I guess.
This time, it's signed. The previous things were all signed M, which you could assume was Madden. This one is signed with an N.
Ninks
My God,
themselves?
it's Nadden.
Is it Ninks?
The real? Are they actually a person, you think?
I don't know. Do we know anyone else whose name begins with N? Oh, look, a butterfly. It's that or I scroll through my notes.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, thank you for listening. Now you know why I'm here.
I was hit by lightning. Did I tell you that one before?
You did, yes. Immediately.
Okay, that's why I'm here. Yeah.
No, I died alongside all my siblings all at the same time, and then I came back, and they didn't.
Okay.
Yes.
And they can't figure out why?
Nobody knows, but it seems quite the coincidence it would happen all at the same time.
Well, I'm glad you're still kicking there, bud.
Yes, well, the worst of the 5 survived. Isn't that a cosmic joke?
Hey, you're my favorite.
Well, you haven't met the other 4, Vlyn, so of course I am.
Exactly.
No, what I'm saying is what you said
sort of gets
isn't
up,
important to
puts
me.
his hand on his hips and like does like a dad sway, you know?
Don't you understand? It means what you said is useless.
Come on, let's go for a walk through the park. And I just keep on going.
Great. Now that we've shopped, I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Who would you like to go see? What would you like to do? What ideas do you have? How would you like to explore Dura Sancta? It's sort of like your first real kind of like day off.
I'll let you go first, Ryan.
Okay. I'm gonna go check out the community programming board.
Cool. Yeah. So this is in the sort of like downtown area that's being constructed. There is a somewhat of a community center, sort of like wings of it are complete. You can tell that they're like building a pool, and there seems to be like some sort of like ice rink kind of being built as well.
I never did skating.
It's just kind of like the main hub right now. So there's a few sort of like gymnasiums that can be like multi-purpose. Like you could play a number of different things in there. And then there's like some side rooms that are like for meetings or birthdays or, you know, whatever. You can rent it out for any number of like all-purpose things. And there is a like little counter at the front with a robot and a sort of like big screen there. And as you approach, the robot says, "Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
What can I help you with?"
I'm just curious as to what Dura Sancta has for programming, or if they need a hand, a volunteer, perhaps.
Dura Sancta has a number of community programming. And he gestures towards the board, and the board fills up, but almost all of them are like coming soon or, you know, low attendance.
Low attendance? Back in my hometown, you had to fight to get a spot in some of these classes.
And it's a lot of stuff. It's basket weaving. It's finger painting. It's music classes. It's a number of like things that don't require a lot of space, but rather a like special skill. And there seems to be instructors tied to it, but no one enrolling in the classes. So there seems to be like someone who weaves baskets looking to teach people, but no one is interested.
That's too bad.
Is there a specific programming you are interested in?
Well, that's a great question. I don't know. I'll sign up for basket weaving.
Fantastic. You are our first attendant.
Maybe I can get Flitwick to sign up for basket weaving.
You see that they all have sort of like a minimum like attendance or enrollment to activate, and the basket weaving class goes from like 1 out of 4.
I need to find 3 more people. I feel so bad for teacher.
The basket weaver's name is Sunshine Demir.
I feel so bad for Sunshine Demir.
While you are sort of like looking at the programming, you notice that there is one program that is like requested, and it's guitar classes. And there is a like 1 beside it out of 4. And you recognize the name. It's Alikari Cloudhopper, which is the weird little Patra that you met.
No.
What if he's allergic to B sharp?
So is he teaching it, or does he want to be taught?
He's looking to take a guitar class, but it's not being offered.
Oh, I fill out a request to be like, I can teach a guitar class?
The community service robot says, "Wonderful. You are looking to volunteer your time and skills and services to the community center?"
Yeah. Shouldn't we all?
You get like a couple of very basic forms that you fill out, and the robot says, "Fantastic. Enrollment will commence as soon as possible. Please allow for 1 to 2 business days for confirmation and security background checks."
Sure.
You now see a little thing under guitar classes. It now says like pending review.
I take a selfie with like that to send to my kids.
And then within, I would say, like by the time you're done filling out the forms, you hear as the door to the community center bursts open, and you see Alikari running in full tilt. And he's like, "I got news that the guitar class was going. Is they here?" And he's got a giant guitar case.
I think we need 4 people to officially launch it. Is that how it works?
The class is still under review, but once enrollment is reached, the class will commence. And you see Alikari sort of like, "Okay." And he just kind of like drops his hands to his side.
Well, I'm going to work on a teaching program. So what kind of stuff do you like?
He turns around, he's got like big eyes, and he says, "Everything."
Okay. Do you have any experience?
He like holds up his guitar case and he says, "I've opened this before."
Okay. We're going to start with some basic stuff. But why don't you go home, and in the next couple of days you listen to some songs that you like, and we'll see if I can teach you those. When you come back, make a list, and we'll try to find something to work on that is for beginners.
"You could teach me this one?" And he pulls out a little like comm device and he plays it, and it's one of the most insane fucking solos you've ever. It's like a Dragon Force song.
Yeah, we can get there. Space Dragon Super Force is just real tough, okay? So we can work towards it, but we're gonna start with some basic chord progressions. So we'll start there. So maybe listen to some more classic stuff.
He nods knowingly, says, "Oh, like this one," and he puts it on, and it's just the exact same. It's just like a different part in the song. He just skips to another part.
Yeah, we'll once again maybe. Okay, have you ever heard Jenny Harmonics before?
Yeah, I love Jenny Harmonics.
There we go. So maybe we'll start with some of our earlier stuff. So go home and listen to those CDs.
Someone walking by is like, yeah, what about Rimsky-Korsakov, Flight of the Bumblebee? That's classical, right?
Oh no, is that a bee?
No, you're not helping.
Okay, bye.
Also, but basket weaving. Okay, but anyway, go listen to some classic stuff, and we'll hopefully meet this week if we get everything approved.
He looks and he says, "Well, we gotta find 3 people first as well."
Probably 2. I'll bully a friend into joining.
He drops his guitar case, like not on the ground, but like he's like just dragging it and like lowers his head and just sort of like sadly walks out.
Well, we need some optimism.
He puts on a happy song and continues to walk sadly out.
What a strange individual.
And Flit, what would you like to do?
Is it too early for my meeting with the? Because I know we did say 2 weeks, but
I mean, if you could show initiative and go to the city hall and maybe see if you can.
Nothing if not full of initiative. I feel like my chat with Vlyn has really reaffirmed my purpose as to why I'm here, so I'm marching right in again.
As you are heading towards the city hall, you notice that there's the copper cutlass presence outside of the church that was being built is gone. It seems like they have fully loaded in and there's no longer there's no work happening there. But on top of that, you notice that there is an increased Estrella security presence in the area, and specifically at the city hall. And when you approach, you are stopped by a very, very large Vesk and a human man.
Hello.
The Vesk looks at you and goes, "Don't think so, bud.
You don't think hello? That's all right. You could say it.
This area is off limits.
What happened?
There's an investigation ongoing."
Is it the money thing?
He looks like his eyes kind of like widen and then sliver, and then he shoots a look at the human, and the human looks at him, and he's just like, "No comment."
It seems by your reaction it was, in fact, the money thing.
It may be the money thing. I don't know.
Okay, well, was
it's
it
an ongoing
Dinestra?
investigation. We can't give details out to the public.
Did Dinestra do it? She seemed kind of the type, maybe.
I can neither conform nor deny whatever is happening during the investigation.
Don't conform if conformity means also stealing money. That would be terrible.
You know what I mean.
Conform to the crime? Oh, that's fair. I'm sorry. I'm having a lark. May I go see Dinestra? I have a meeting with her. I'm going to diplomacy.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Shit. Okay, I was going to say, it's going to have to be very good. He looks at you and he says, "No, man, like you can... Look, tell me what you want to speak to Dinestra about, and I will relay a message. But right now, the whole city hall is locked down until we can get to the bottom of the money thing."
Okay, well, there's a few things. Firstly, I wanted to see what the hell she's doing, because it seems like a ramshackle show around here. Secondly, I think I would be a wonderful addition to the ranks of City Hall. Thirdly, I was actually here to investigate the money thing as my capacity as a private investigator.
They, again, shoot glances at one another, and the human says, "Hey, so we're the investigators on this one, and we haven't hired a private investigator, so you can't just sort of insert yourself into an investigation." Why?
Is that not how it works? I was trying to be proactive and find jobs.
You have to be hired.
Well, you can hire me.
There's no need to.
But it seems there is.
Well, no. And as you guys are sort of like squabbling, you see Lacey open the door to the city hall with Dinestra in handcuffs.
I knew it. What did I say? Sticky fingers. I could read it all over her.
As a Estrella vehicle comes down and lands kind of in front of you, Dinestra looks absolutely shocked and she's protesting. She's like, "What are you doing? You have no right to do this. You have no evidence. You will hear from my lawyers about this." And Lacey is pretty stone-faced and not responding as she walks her to the Estrella shuttle.
I wave at Lacey.
She gives you a very serious stare. Roll me a sense motive.
Man, I'm rolling high after that initial Disaster. Where the fuck are my skills? Where the fuck are my skills?
Where the fuck are my skills? Where the fuck are my
Where
skills?
the fuck are my skills?
Niall's got skills.
Oh,
Where
wow,
are
they're
his
on the
skills? They
page.
pay the bills. He's got the skills that pay the bills.
That's a 21, baby.
Niall found his skills.
I found the skills.
She's practically telling you to get out of here, with a look being like, you gotta go. Get out of here now.
Right, well, you know where to find me if you need me, but it seems like you may have it well in hand, so when you need the next leader of this city, you also know where to find me. Goodbye.
You walk away and you see Lacey puts Dinestra into the back of this vehicle. She climbs into the passenger seat and they take off towards the Estrella headquarters at the port.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
I believe that's 18. Yes.
As you see the Estrella sort of like closing the city hall doors, you get a quick glimpse inside and you see that Lionel Sterling is inside the building as well, talking to some of the Estrella security officers.
But no, no. Fuck. Maybe he's just helping.
Great. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Any other ideas or...
There's one more thing I have to do, but you're going to have to cut to Ryan for it.
We cut to Ryan himself in reality.
No.
Yeah, Vlyn, is there anything you would like to do? Anyone you'd like to talk to? Anywhere you would like to like...
I think like today, like this, like the rest of the day, like to him, he's like, you know what? I haven't had a day at home. I'm going to finish unpacking. I'm going to meal prep for the week.
Your phone rings.
Oh, hello.
Vlyn, so, you know Oswald?
Yeah.
And we said we'd punch him?
No, you said not to punch Oswald.
Well, I didn't punch him, I shot him. I'm at the Memorial Garden.
What?
That hangs up.
Vlynnigan grabs, his backpack. He puts like a shovel in it. He's got some rope. His hiking gear. All dads hike, right? So he like gets his hiking gear together. Okay, and he sort of heads over to the garden.
Yeah, it's like just sunset basically. And as you come around the corner, you see candles lit and a blanket laid out and Portnoy in box mode with his arms folded on one end of the blanket and Flit sitting there. Vlyn, you made it!
Where's the body?
The only body we need is you for this picnic.
You could have just told me we were having a fucking picnic.
No, I had to trick Portnoy, so I figured it would be the same for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
See if there's another shovel beside Portnoy. I thought it's time you got to know each other, especially after you so wrongfuzzedly ruined your first impression with him. So now...
Oh, it's with Portnoy. Okay. Yeah, no, it's great.
What do you mean, oh, it's with Portnoy? He's right here. Did you not see him?
No, I saw him.
Portnoy, like, sighs and, like, you see his, like, he manifests shoulder for a second just so he can, like, do a big, heavy sigh.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Portnoy.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn this into a little mini game. Flit, I'm going to let you sort of like run the repairing of the relationship however you want, whether it's, you know, asking questions or playing games or whatever. But we're going to do roles for both Portnoy and Vlyn to see if they can improve each other's moods with each other to a point where they will get friendly with one another.
I don't want them to be friendly. I love this. Yeah, I think the first thing is like, well, okay, Vlyn, take a seat. Take a seat there.
Okay.
Where the pillow is.
Okay, sit on the pillow.
It's for your old bones.
Thank you. I don't have any bones, by the way.
What?
It's an exoskeleton. You're also a bug.
I have bones, Vlyn, like a normal person. I have no idea. I bet I probably don't. Okay, well, Portnoy, is there something you wanted to give Vlyn? Okay, Vlyn, he wants you to say please. Like you mean it, Vlyn.
Hey, Portnoy, can you please give me what you want to give me?
Vlyn, give me a diplomacy check.
Yeah. I'm so terrified as to what this might be. Do I have diplomacy? I have a +1. That's a 14.
He like and like the front of his like box chest opens up and you see like red hot like glowing like coils and he reaches in and he pulls out a steak and he puts it on a paper plate and he hands it to you.
Thank you. A cooked steak that I've definitely never had before.
You don't need to have it raw, Vlyn. This is delightful too. Although tartare is majestic in its own way.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Portnoy. And I guess I eat the steak?
It's medium.
I go, yum, yum.
He pulls out 2 other ones, one for him and one for me, and they're very clearly better cuts, but...
Yeah, I just got like flank or whatever. You guys have like beautiful T-bones.
Now, Vlyn, did you get anything for Portnoy?
Well, Flit, unfortunately, I thought we were burying a body today. So I reach into my bag. What would be in my backpack? I take out my shovel, which is a nicer model than his shovel. And I say, hey... an upgrade? Mine, like you can put down into a mini thing and like it fits in a backpack easier.
Oh, just like box mode, Portnoy. It's like box mode for shovels.
It's box mode shovel, so Portnoy can carry more stuff.
Let's roll a
What the fuck?
a sense motive for Portnoy. I'll let you determine what his bonus is for that.
For Portnoy? I feel like Portnoy is very discerning. Do we agree?
Yeah, I that would make sense for a robot.
Yeah. Like say if we give him a 5, because I have a 3. I think he's more discerning than me. That is a 19 though. I rolled well.
Well, he knows that I did not bring anything specific for him.
It's more, I think it's the thought that counts in this situation, right? Like a high roll is him being like, oh, you've tried, you've put in an effort, you've given me something that
this is the best that I had available to me. It's also a really good shovel.
Portnoy grabs the shovel and like kind of looks at you, and then he like folds it away and like tucks it away inside of him, and then he picks up his shovel and then he puts that inside of him too. And then
now you can fit 2 shovels.
Then he pulls that one out and gives it to you. It was a joke. Vlyn, he was pretending.
It's good. It's good. I like that. That was really fun. That was a fun one.
Now I have 2 shovels, but he gave you one. It was a fake out.
Well, that's so kind. Now I still have a shovel for my gardening.
Excellent. As he just like burbles like. Burr, burr, burr. Now we're both here. We're all here, all 3 of us, and we have 2 shovels. Maybe we should swing by Oswald's place.
No, we're not doing a murder. As the sun sets, Vlyn and Portnoy are looking out at the sea, and I think are sharing a moment about how you can be really demanding. And I think that's sort of where we look at each other and we're like,
excuse me?
Portnoy, you probably have asked Portnoy to bury bodies before. Not like successfully, but he, just in case.
He's offered. You offered too, so you can't cast aspersions.
I would help you in a pinch, bud?
I think if anything, that might be what's winning Portnoy over. Is that you called to hide a body and like you both brought shovels. I think that might be the common ground that you and Portnoy have, is like you both came to help Flit.
Also, Portnoy, this chemical, you use it in some gardening, but in a higher concentrate, it helps things decompose really quick. So if you bury something and you put that in there too, it should only be a couple of days before there's no evidence left.
He pulls out a bottle of lye.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed with my friends. I put an arm around both of you as the sun sets.
What a cute date. Well, we do have to. We'll talk tomorrow. Tomorrow we have to figure out what our next step is. But for now, let's enjoy the sunset.
By the way, Dinestra was arrested. We'll talk. She was arrested. Dinestra d'Arresta.
I think you're just mumbling now. I don't know what you mean.
I'll explain later.
Okay.
As the sun sets and night descends upon Dura Sancta, the 2 of you wrap up your picnic and begin heading home. Could you roll me perception checks, please?
14.
15 on the dice. What's my perception? Plus 7, 22.
Nice. Vlyn, you notice as you guys are walking back towards the suburbs, at first you might not have thought anything of it, but now you're starting to notice that there's a pattern and almost a trail of a strange green slime.
Oh no.
Heading towards the homes.
Okay, this could be nothing, but I think as 2 of the bestest guys around, we should probably just make sure that there's nothing...
3 of the bestest guys. Vlyn.
Sorry, the bestest guy is Portnoy. Sorry, Portnoy.
Vlyn, I thought you'd bonded.
We did bond. I just
give you a shovel.
Anyway, we might need that shovel. Okay, follow me. We have to be quiet. And I sort of start following the trail of goo.
You follow it into the suburbs and like into some of the streets, and you've noticed that it seems fresher here. The other stuff had a bit of crust, had a bit of like film over it. This seems to be recently slimed. And as you turn the corner into a street, you see a giant silhouette of what could only be described as a flightless bat-shaped man. As it extends its large leathery wings, you see that there are a number of bodies crumpled and lying before it. Both of you give me stealth checks.
Like dead bodies?
You can't tell, but there's bodies.
Damn it. That's a 10. I have a fucking +8. Actually, technically, it's an 11 because I didn't have my dex.
Stealth for me is +5. That's a 14 for me as well.
Honestly, I think I just see it and just go, oh, fuck.
And it whips around, its glowing red eyes, its huge gaping maw drops down. You see these huge fangs with that green slime dribbling out of its mouth. And it screams and begins running at you with its wings flapping.
Oh, fuck!